Hello gamers and welcome to This Week in Madden Show 123. We were off last week in Orlando, but we're back this week with some great Madden NFL 25 tips for you. We're going to talk about the draft and break down some playbooks and get ready for the Mutt Invitational. So don't sleep on that. We will be ready to roll here. Gibbs, what do you got for us?
We're going to take a look at the first offense we want to talk about tonight is going to be the Green Bay offensive playbook, and specifically the shotgun flex wing. We're going to show you how to have an effective offense from this. We saw it on the last TWIm, right? That was the last, our opponent used that, correct? That's where we saw it last. I think, right?
Perhaps.
And then we also are anticipating that this is something that we think Haas Shugs in the Mutt Invitational might be using. Little Birdie might have told us that's what he uses in our scouting report, because we do scout our opponents.
Seen him stream gameplay.
Yeah.
So that's also a good starting place. If you've seen your opponent play before, you can kind of check out what they do and get a look at it. I know he's going to check out what I do, so I want to check out what he does. I want to be ready.
Are you going to change anything up, or are you just going to...
I'm just going to play my game. I mean, you can do that, but Gibbs, you've changed your schemes going into a tournament before.
Terrible.
Has it cost you?
Yeah.
It's cost you big time.
Yeah, I did it last year. I used 46 bear under all year, and then changed up last minute, started using the 4-3 playbook, using the 4-4, and I lost in the first round of the Virgin Gaming Vegas Manziel.
Should have just kept it what you practiced, you know what I mean?
Should have.
So we'll jump into game here, Madden NFL 25. Reminder, guys, we're SGibs, Farls. You can go to maddentips.com, get the winner's kit, all of our playbooks, current gen and next gen, 75% off. We will be playing in the Mutt Invitational next week, so make sure you follow the channel, hit the follow button bottom left-hand corner. You get to see that game when it goes live, or it'll be on the EA Sports channel, potentially, so don't worry about that. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the draft tomorrow. We'll be talking about that tonight, and of course we'll be playing probably double games of the week, one for Gibbs, one for me, and looking forward to that. So if you're in the chat and you want to play as Gibbs, probably head on to the Xbox One lobby in the Pats lobby, and we'll choose somebody from there to play a straight head-to-head game for Gibbs Game of the Week, which will be coming up in about half an hour. So that's our plan for tonight, and let's jump into the game, though. Show that playbook off and mix it up.
You go ahead and grab. You can use the Steelers. How about that? You got a 3-4 base book.
I can.
We'll take a look at the Green Bay. A couple things I like about Green Bay. I know that it has the shotgun bunch. So if you're going to take a look and use, like, say, Philly has the same flex wing formation, but it doesn't have a good gun bunch. So obviously I love gun bunch, Z-spot. Also, this playbook has a really nice single back tight flex, which I think you can use a lot. So there's a lot of formations that you can use from this Green Bay playbook. I actually used the Green Bay playbook last year as my main offense. My man Zan introduced me to that gun flex wing offense, and I just ran wild with it. I loved it, and we'll kind of give you a sneak peek at what this formation and what this offense can bring to the table.
Right, so we are on Xbox One. I believe that for the Mutt Invitational, I don't think you can actually go into EA and watch the event, but you can't watch it streamed online, so pay attention to that. But I don't think it'll be an open public event this time around. Right,
so with this formation, there are two things you got to watch out with specifically, and one is, so here in the formation, the gun double flex wing. And as I was saying, there's two things that you have to watch out specifically when you're facing this set. One, in my opinion, is the halfback dive, and the other is the read option. So what you're going to face is your opponent is probably going to just start running the halfback dive just at will on you and make you stop it. And what makes this run so effective is that it's a very quick handoff. Inside zones from shotgun are fabulous. But then you also have that tight end that's in the backfield, and he gets into the interior of the offensive line super quick. So he gets to the next level. He gets to that middle linebacker and is able to usually pick up a block. And that's what usually frees you to get an extra maybe 2 yards on this run on a consistent basis. So very important here is, can your center win a consistent battle against the nose tackle? So a 3-4 set is probably not the best defensive set to face against this, but it's okay. You can leave him there. That's fine. You got to get a good block, and you got to kind of have to cut and hit the hole in the right way. Try shifting your line left. You're going to see how it's difficult for me to get that push up field. Let's see if I can get a better. You see how now it's just a different push. I get the
different streak up the middle.
Right. So the nose tackle and a 3-4 set really disrupts this run because the center doesn't get the push he needs.
We're live, T-Dog. We are live talking in the chat right now.
We are
I will
live.
type a message This is live.
We are live. We are live. We are live.
Not Memorex.
But again, you can see when you don't get that. There, the center won the battle, so you can see how much of a difference it was. He got the push upfield. I'm able to fall and run behind him for a nice 4 or 5 yard gain.
The one he actually likes to use has Finley split to the left.
Right.
So it's like a pre-canned type auto.
No, it's a completely different formation.
Different formation.
Yeah. So let's go to that. I think Green Bay has it. I know Miami. I know Philly has it. It's this one right here, wing offset.
Yeah.
What's good about this formation too?
Inside zone split.
Very similar type of formation. The only thing, obviously, is you have the run from the opposite side. Again, it's kind of similar in terms of the run blocking. If the center doesn't get that nice pickup in the interior of the line, then you're going to struggle with the consistent runs up the middle of the field. But what's great about these runs is that when you add an extra receiver here, you can snap him in the A gap here.
Don't give him tips. I don't think he does that.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh, well, he should, because that's a great way to get extra blocking from this set right here. Passing-wise, I find that it's this formation that it's all
you have a halfback, you have a tight end angle route.
Right. Well, it's all predetermined based on your success with the run.
Right.
Like if you're not having success with the run, you're going to struggle consistently with all these passes.
Right.
So this tight end angle route to Finley is obviously really effective against man and zone. He breaks over the middle. It's very similar to, say, the 5 wide shake route.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this route is. And then I kind of would anticipate what you're going to see on the outside is a whole lot of this, right? You're going to see a lot of outs, right? A lot of outs, hey, just make sure you're there. And the problem with this is that you're going to have to play up in the face of the receivers, get aggressive run defense to try and stop this run.
Right.
That it opens up these outside passing lanes through these outs, because you can't have, you have to take the extra safety, get them in the box to help try and stop the run, and it can make it difficult to try and get those outs in.
And it looks like an option route to the halfback. So it's a nice little scheme from my opponent. Now, I don't know if he'll change, so this is the Mud Invitational scheme that I'll be defending on defense. So he could change it up. He might use a different formation more, might use this less. Maybe I won't be able to stop the run. Who knows? It really is going to depend on how the game goes. Maybe I'll have the ball most of it before, but that's kind of a mix. So if you're Mud All-Star in the chat right now, guys, we've got a lot of new fans in the chat tonight. I see Optic Fanboy in there. Scuds is always hanging out. Knock Me Dead. But this, if you're looking, Hoshugs is a great player. I'm really looking forward to playing him. I think he's one of the best guys in the community as far as niceness as well.
Very nice.
He used to go by the name Bailey and play in Madden tournaments, and he actually won a regional tournament.
Madden 0506.
Back Madden 0506. So he's been playing with those Raiders for a long time, so I'm really excited that he got a chance to not only be in the Mud Invitational, but won his 2 games, one against QJB, and then he won his second-round game against the guy that beat Pugzilla. So excited to play him in the game. And this formation, though, Gibbs, what's the name of it again? Give it to him one more time.
I got to go back out and check. See if you can get our camera up, our picture up on that camera, or no? There you go. Boom. There you go. Let's see the name of this. ASVP, the Great One. I don't know if we ever read the chat. We do.
Oh, always.
Gun Wing Offset Week is the name of this set.
And it's in Green Bay.
Yeah, it's in Green Bay, Miami, and Philly.
So you got a screen pass.
You're going to have to watch out for that screen.
Flanker screen, you can sling it to the right. So if you're using this formation, the run, bread
also,
and butter.
halfback screen to the left.
Halfback screen left, wide receiver screen right. Outs on play vertical cross.
This play, fabulous. It is very similar to a strong power. I forgot. I ran this a little bit earlier in the year. This is a very, very powerful run. Because you can
break it to
peel it out wide.
Okay.
When you're using the right situation. Watch, it's not going to be that good against the trio because the blitzer's coming that way.
Right.
But if you were to run it off this angle, it's very, very effective. You get super good blocking.
So maybe you flip it quick, and then I'm set up to stop the run right. So I'm going to work on defending this formation, guys. Reminder, you can play the solo challenges for Ultimate Team right now. If you're on Xbox One, you can play my coin-up game. You can play against my team, then you play against Shug's team. If you beat them both, you can choose between voting for him or voting for me. If you do pick me, here's what I'm going to say. Right now, I got a list of guys on the Madden Tips site. So if you go to the comments and put in that you put me down or tweet me a picture, if I don't win, I will give away a card to somebody that chose me and I lost.
This is a trick question, though, because you're going to give away if you win or lose.
But if I lose, don't feel bad that you picked me. I will choose a random person that did pick me and let me know before that I will do a giveaway. So that's all I can promise. And I'll promise that if I'm up 10 and I'm on the 1 yard line, I'm not kneeling the ball, I'm going to score a touchdown and get you 1,000 more coins. Now, I'm just saying.
Wow.
I will try. Maybe I won't be able to, but I'm going to try. I'm going to fight so hard for your coins.
You're going to fight for the coins.
Give us another play, Gibbs, out of the Packers playbook. What's going on in the chat? Anybody in the chat have a question?
Well, obviously you know how effective these are. I want to show you some of the screens, how you can get pretty creative with these screens. So right here, FL screen, let's take a look at this.
I don't like giving our opponent best plays. You're supposed to teach me how to stop these, not how to get him, not to let him have better plays, Gibbs.
So right here you can see the screen goes to the receiver. Well, what I think is probably a better idea would be some type of combination like this. Drag Nelson, or you put him on an out. Drag gives you a quicker option. The out is a little more delayed. You might take a sack if you try to throw the out.
Right.
But then the next thing I like here is a streak to the tight end, and then you just swing the halfback here, right? And this is kind of like a quick throw to the tight end, but then you also, you would kind of, you want to read this, right? Like if you're in zone, obviously this is going to be a nice option, but I could go to either, what ends up happening is the tight end is going to be another blocker for you, but if you're in man, the screen might not be a great bet for me, but I know I can sneak this route into Finley if it is man. So I know I got to click on there,
click on and get a couple.
But I know I can fit that route in if it is man. It's a nice option for me to go to Finley. So that's one thing I like, and I also know I like a little. You can put him on that streak, or you can put him on this little curl, and the curl is kind of a little inside pass lead. It's kind of effective, pretty good. The other thing is obviously what I like about this is you can run a screen to the left. So if you're running that screen to the halfback, you're running it to the tight end there, whatever you want to do. The other option is to have the halfback slip screen. So this time you would just kind of swing the tight end over as you pick a play here. As you pick a play. And so what I like about this here is you think it's going to the halfback, maybe you wheel the halfback, maybe you swing the halfback here, and it's kind of like a leak route, right? Like you see the halfback going one way, and you can kind of hit the tight end the other way, right? So there's a lot of different things you can do because
a lot of misdirection. You're playing the run. Then you can get hit with a screen pass if you blitz too much. Then you have 4 verticals if they play like a cover 2.
Right.
And you can really mix it up. So that's a good formation there.
Great formation. And it has gun bunch.
All right.
Gun bunch Z-spot. Ever hear of it? Ever heard of it?
All right, here we go, guys. Question in the chat right now from BBud100. Who's the best player in MUT for 250K? So in that range of player, you're not getting 99 Dawkins. You're not getting Michael Vick. You're not getting Golden Ticket Cam, who are probably 3 of the better players. You're not getting 99 Sherman or 99 Dion.
You know, I'll tell you who it is right now. It's going to save you about 200K. Jamal Charles. Fantasy or playoff Jamal Charles.
98 overall fantasy.
Playoff.
Why not go get a Thurman Thomas that's better?
Because that card's not better. This card's not better. It's not as fast.
Really depends on the position.
Doesn't.
But it really depends on the position that he wants for the 250K.
But I think that's the best card available. It's one of the best cards available in MUT, regardless of the price. Like the Cam's better than it. There's a very few cards. Like the Cam's better than it. The Cam Ultimate.
99 Dion's 150K from skill game. So go get that.
Okay.
Then you get the 99 Charles, 98 Charles for another 50K. Then you're at 100. Then you're at 200K. You still got 50K. Who knows?
Buy 35 Donald Pens.
Buy Albert Hainsworth, or buy the Combine Landry or Combine. Buy the Combine Landry. Then you're in business. That's what I would do if I had 250K. Good question also. That was the Packers playbook that we were showing over there. Let's jump back into game, though, and take our question from Mashman. Wants to know, can you use your catch fade routes on the outside? Gibbs, I'm going to need the sticks for this one because I believe that you can use your catch fades on the outside.
Okay.
So let's take a look at that. Now, fade routes mean 2 things in Madden, Gibbs. When I say fade route, you might be confused because there could be 2 things.
Oh, I'm confused.
What do you think when I mean fade route?
I think the stock fade that comes special on only a couple plays in the game.
Okay.
Am I right?
You could mean that, like the end zone fade that you can get inside the 10-yard line.
Yep.
Or you might mean
the little baby fade.
The little
baby fade that's
just the right stick fade that's available.
Go to shotgun, couple shotgun sets here.
Okay.
Go to shotgun doubles on. Actually, go down. You know what formation? Double flex wing. Go down, down, down. PA pack seam. That one.
This type of fade.
X.
Yes. So there's essentially 3 types of fades that you're going to see in Madden 25. As we get back into the game here, let's take a look at that. So this fade route to Cobb, it's tough to see, but he starts out. This is from Madden 11. Madden 12 had this fade.
This was really good last year. This was really good in Madden 12 when I ran that Cleveland Browns offense. It had the gun tray open with this isolated receiver.
But when was that a hot route? Obviously, Madden 08 ran him off.
It was a hot route last year, wasn't it?
They fixed it last year?
No, Madden 13. Madden 13, it was a fade.
Gotcha.
They took it out this year.
Gotcha.
And put in the squiggle.
Just the straight stock fade.
Right.
So you can see that that's more of a streak here to Cobb, whereas with the standard route, you're going to get that bow out at the left. So that's going to maybe give you a better window. Maybe you cancel the PA, throw back inside, go get it with Randall.
What's nice about that is that you're in 2-man under, so you don't get press. So let's take a look at the question here. The question, again, from the chat was, or from Mashup Man. What's his name?
Mashman.
Mashman. He wants to know, can you user catch fades in Madden 25? And we're going to take a look at an old school type fade that you can find in a lot of different playbooks, typically in gun formations, and it's this route to Randall corner on the Cobb to the left. You can see when I play a 2-man under defense here, I should be getting a press, but these routes are specifically designed so they don't get that press coverage. So at the snap of the ball, he's going to get a free release, and then you kind of get that inside animation, and it's Yahtzee time.
So this is the stock fade that I would use if I was going to throw routes on the outside. If you wanted to use the hot route, which is Y, X, right stick up, you're going to get the straight angle. He's going to get pressed. The timing's going to be thrown off. He's going to get trailed, and he's going to be more likely to catch tackle. Whereas this standard route, which is in the Packers playbook, the formation under, gun doubles on, you're going to see Randall Cobb get bowed out to the outside, hopefully be able to click on, cancel the PA if you want. You see the difference in positioning, though? In that one, you got the DB staring at him, whereas in the other one, he gets in behind him and cuts off the throw. So I also really like it against, it's really nice, I really like it against zone. So if you play some cover 3, you're going to see a real nice ability to throw it in with Cobb. You can wait maybe a little bit longer because you want that flat zone, but you want to cut it in more there.
Right.
So I'm having some pretty good consistency with here. If I see cover 3, I'll throw the stock fade, so which is Y, audible, send Cobb to X. You can also do the same thing with Nelson on the other side. Cancel the PA. Works just about as well. Obviously, you catch tackle there, but use this route. Once again, the Green Bay Packers playbook, the play we're looking at is gun doubles flex wing. The play is called
all the way to the bottom.
PA pack seams.
Boom.
Cancel the PA. Note that stock route. Throw it in a nice window.
Inside pass lane.
For a TD.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
They want to know, Paint Brawler in the chat wants to know, do we know Tech Guy's name? We do know his name.
He actually doesn't.
Is it Seth?
No.
Sam.
Correct.
It's Sam. I knew it was an S. I knew his name, see?
Kinda. Kinda.
Tech Guy.
It's a good guess. S.
Sam.
Samsonite, Swami, Slappy.
Steve.
Samsonite. I was way off. All right, here we go.
Samson!
I want to talk to Samson. All right. From Big Slow, who are the top 3 Madden 15 prospects in the draft? That is a good question. Gibbs, if you can share the link, I will get the link here in the chat to the EASports.com, guys. If you head over to EASports.com right now, we did a mock draft with all the game changers. Everybody's got their favorite team, so they did who they think would be the biggest picks. But my choice for the top 3 prospects in Madden 15 right now, number 1, Johnny Football. I think if Johnny Manziel comes out, goes to the correct team.
Love to see him to go to the Browns.
He can become a legend. I think that he's going to have comparable skills, not to Michael Vick in the speed department, but his agility, acceleration, ability to get out of tight jams, more like a Russell Wilson style player, going to do some really effective things for offenses. My number 2 is going to be Mike Evans.
Oh, I didn't think you were going to say him. I was going to say he was my number 2.
I personally don't think with the combine numbers that Sammy Watkins ran, he's going to get Julio Jones style love out of the gate. I think he's going to be a little slower. I think with a couple good games and with the highness of his draft, he'll do pretty well. He'll be fine, Sammy Watkins, but I think Mike Evans has more of the size right out of the gate.
This is my dude. You don't have him, but this is my dude. Was that the guy you're going to say? I just pulled up?
No, I mean, he's more of a sleeper, though.
But we're talking Madden Impact.
My third Madden Impact.
Yeah.
Jadeveon Clowney. I mean...
Okay, I don't love it. I don't love that.
He's going to have 90 speed.
What? He's not going to have 90 speed.
Yeah.
He's going to. He will not have 90 speed.
He earned 90 speed.
He will not have 90 speed. No, he got a 4.5. He didn't have the 4.4.
Since when?
The 4.4 was unofficial.
I don't like these official,
it changed to 4.5. Jadeveon Clowney, I'm telling you right now, is not going to be. You could get. It's like Mingo last year. Like Mingo, pretty good, but who had more of an impact on the field? Eric Reed. Definitely.
So Clinton Dix.
I don't think he's going to get. I don't
he's
think
the best safety in a weak class of safeties.
No, he's not going to get. He's not going to get the stat. He doesn't bring the to the table like a guy from Louisville that does. Calvin Pryor. He brings the boom. So he's going to get a stick.
Yeah.
He's going to get a big hit stick. So I think he adds more value. But the guy that I think that should be number 3 on this, I love number 1.
Yeah.
I love Mike Evans at 2. But the guy I think you're missing is I'm definitely going to say his name wrong. Dre Archer.
Dre Archer. I don't know yet.
He was the fastest guy in the combine.
Monster speed.
He's gonna go to some team and have 96,
speed.
97, that ballpark range speed.
Right.
Halfback.
But is he the next Darrell Scott or is he the next Chris Johnson?
But he's gonna get at least 1 season, 2 seasons to prove that his ratings should stay what they're at, and he can catch balls out of the backfield.
Nice.
Say he goes to a team. Who's a team that could use that? Like the Steelers, right? Steelers don't have a lot of speed in that backfield.
Not since Willie Parker.
All of a sudden now you get him in the backfield. And now that, got something to work with. The Browns, right? Say the Browns, they get him late round. Like they pick up
Johnny Football,
and then they draft. I'm just saying, I would love that happening. They pick up Archer. Now all of a sudden you have something to really work with. It's like with the Bills, E.J. Manuel, C.J. Spiller.
Right.
That combination of that mobility and then that explosiveness at halfback make big plays for you in offense in Madden.
All right, I like those 3 guys. Once again, that is number
Brandon
1.
Cooks, big time. Yeah, I like that, Brandon Cooks.
Number 1 for impact player. Once again, we said Johnny Manziel coming out of the gate. Number 2, Mike Evans. Number 3, I go Clowney because I'm a defensive player. That's how I win my championships. Gibbs goes Dre Archer because he's all about offensive speed because he's a clown.
Brandon Cooks.
They're
saying him to the Niners would be, take the top off the D-type player.
That Teddy Ginn style player. Niners could use that.
Would love that, but I think Mike Evans comes in at 6'5". He's got probably 90 catching traffic. Oh, Kelvin Benjamin, probably going to be a big-time player.
Slow, though. Super slow.
But if he comes in and he's got those good hands, he can
Everyone
be a
dislikes Kelvin Benjamin on Twitter. Everyone dislikes Kelvin Benjamin.
Well, that's Twitter. That's the internet world.
I know.
It's fake life.
Also, Eric Ebron, tight end, who's I think the Giants already drafted him. Going to have super nice speed and be a very good player. So, all right, we're going to keep digging through here. We got a good question in the chat from, I forget who it's from, but it's from Your Fate, Not Mine. Do you know of any playbooks that have hybrid coverages stock other than the Saints?
I know there's one play, and I actually need to call in Zan from the chat. I know Zan knows there's one specific play. It might actually be in the Saints playbook, but it's in dollar. I can't think of the name of it, but it's got one guy that's in man, and then there's like buzz zones. I can't remember the name of the play, but this is one for Zanzibar. Take it away.
Take a look.
Take it away.
But hybrid coverages you can make pretty easily. You have defense already.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to check this playbook. See if they have it. Maybe they have it. It's one of these sets like this, right?
So basically, guys, if you're not familiar, hybrid coverages mean that you're going to have zone and man mixed in. Every man coverage has usually some type of zone deep, but usually just kind of generic deep zones. You don't see, buzz zones already played, or, what you can do is just come out in something like cover 4 and man up a guy here or there, and can kind of confuse people. That's the perk of it. But if you don't want to have to hot route that, so the play is 2-3-6 cover 3 CB man. 2-3-6 cover 3 CB
So I'll kind of makeshift kind of what it looks like. It's like to say this cover 3 right here. So essentially what you have is it kind of looks like this, right? The safeties are kind of like this, I believe. Then you have, I think this guy over here is in a buzz. And I think this is kind of what the play looks like. Something like this. Or maybe this guy might be in a flat, and then the play kind of looks like that. So you have your far DB is manned up. You got a cover 3 shell. What's cool is you can press out of that, right? So if I were to press here, obviously I'm messing things up, so it moves around. But you could press out of that, show and get one press on their primary receiver, and then you show zone the rest of the field, which is pretty cool.
Cool, I like it.
We stress that all the time,
yeah.
And this is a way to make it or to use it without having to make adjustments.
Right. Shout out to Emax in the chat, first timer.
Emax.
We're hanging out here once again, play some games. Now, tomorrow night, the draft is coming, obviously. We talked about that a little bit, but Mutt will have new cards coming out. I'm planning on picking up those cards and streaming tomorrow night. So if you're watching this channel and it's one of your first times, follow in the bottom left-hand corner. We'll be doing a Mutt Lunch live stream or Mutt Dinner, Mutt Draft, basically. But I'll be picking up all those new cards, testing them out, showing them off, working with those guys to get you guys to see some of the cards. So make sure you follow the channel, hit the sub button. We'll be rocking that pretty hard. Now, any other questions in the chat you see, Gibbs?
Good one from JSEP_. He says, "Can you show a good base formation that's good for the outside run and can adjust coverage for the pass?" So this is definitely a good question, and with this, I think that what you need to do, I think you'll be able to probably find this in any playbook. Single back ace for the most part. If you take a look at something that has good outside runs, like the halfback stretch is a good run. But then you also have the halfback zone weak. These are good runs that get you outside to run the ball to the C gap on both sides of the field.
Right.
But then for instance, like say, if you saw this, Farls, what would you consider here passing wise? What would you look like?
I try and maybe streaks to my tight ends or
That's the type of game
slants.
that you kind of play with this set. Like you would put the tight end on a quick slant because you know that you're gonna put Corliss on a quick slant and streak Finley,
right?
Because you know you have the inside position against the Corliss's man, and then kind of
try and work.
Look to the slant or there, whatever you want to do. But that's kind of the idea that you kind of want to look like. Then if you saw something like this, right? Like if you saw a look that was like kind of like that, like more of like a 4-3 traditional look, like something like this, then you kind of know, okay, maybe I can get a pass to the outside, or now I want to run to the outside.
Right.
So single back ace, very balanced set. I know you use it all the time.
Yeah, I think, guys, this is one of the best formations in the game. You have the halfback zone weak. If you're a new player, you're not comfortable passing, what you can really do is just quick slants, one streak,
best play.
One fade, one out, and then maybe one drag.
Love it.
So if you have Vic, you can either block the halfback or wheel him. But this play right here, I mean, you can essentially just drop back, feel pretty confident that somebody is going to get open.
Even love a zig to a tight end.
Love a zig in there. How do I beat man-to-man? How do I beat man-to-man? Well, you're going to get 2 free releases at the tight end position. You're going to have, boom, this little setup right here. Maybe you do this, maybe you do this.
Right.
You're going to have the ability to roll a little bit. Here, Finley, just
boom.
Going to be really easy to beat it. So that's why it's a good passing play. But Gibbs back to the defensive side. But, you're going to just feel pretty confident. If it's a short yardage, you can always go to the dive. Just hit it right up the gut. Pick up some big yards. Once again, you got the stretch or the zone weak that you can run pretty consistently, flip to either side. I've broken in this down a lot on the Mutt podcast, but it's just because it's a comfortable, confident formation.
Right.
So
I like it.
All right, here we go. Next question in the mailbag we got it coming in from Big Slow. Similar question to his first question, but what Madden team would benefit the most from Johnny Manziel? Now,
any team?
Any team's going to benefit from Johnny Manziel, but let's give a realistic team that he could possibly go to.
Realistic?
So early in the draft, you have the Houston Texans. Would they benefit from Johnny Manziel?
In Madden?
Would that make them a good Madden team? Would that make them like...
Love it, because they have the halfback, Arian Foster,
yep,
workhorse, Andre Johnson,
okay,
and then they're missing that last piece of the puzzle to kind of like make that whole offense flow.
Yep.
Johnny Manziel, love that. I think there's a lot of value there.
I'm going to say that the Cleveland Browns would benefit more from Johnny Manziel than any other team at the top of the draft. Their defense is coming together pretty nice.
Real nice. They lost.
They lost T.J. Ward, but they picked up somebody else. Not Bethea, he went to the Niners, but they got somebody else in his place. Dante Hittner, boom, clutch. Joe Hayden, Mingo, Kruger, they're going to be okay. You have Josh Gordon. They have another pick. They might take Sammy Watkins. They might take, he won't be there if they take Manziel, but they might take somebody else at the top of the draft that we talked about, like Benjamin perhaps. Could be a really nice team that's a sleeper team. Their defense is going to be legit next year.
Yeah.
Jaguars?
No.
Would anybody use the Jaguars if Johnny Manziel goes there? They might, but it's not going to be a big team. Do you think?
No, I don't think that. I don't think you don't want Manziel to go to the Jaguars.
Who else do you think? Who else could be
Cardinals. I think the Cardinals with that defense.
Cardinals will be great.
Their defense is pretty good.
Cardinals will be great.
I think they're obviously probably real too high, but that'd be a good squad for him. I usually kind of like look to the halfback and then think, okay, can we improve?
What would be a good combo?
Can we, like with the Bills, like they got EJ Manuel, big time upgrade. Like, love that. Dolphins got a pretty good mobile quarterback. I do think the Texans would be a nice option because they have that dominant halfback, but they can't really do much with Schaub there, quarterback.
Rams.
Yeah,
Love the Rams.
Yeah, you're going to make them better.
Rams have two of the best DNs in the game.
Yeah.
Robert Quinn, Medicine Woman, is a stud. Long's pretty good. Defense in other areas, still a work in progress. You got James Laurinaitis. Offense, Zach Stacy was really good last year for my fantasy team.
Yeah, but you're missing that halfback element. You don't have the Arian Foster there. You don't have Andre Johnson at wide receiver.
They have two super fast wide receivers.
But I think that you instantly have a
serviceable team.
Not even serviceable, a very good offense by putting in Johnny Manziel into that offense.
For Madden, though?
With Foster and Johnson? Yes.
All right.
Foster has great high end. He doesn't have the speed that you want, but he's kind of like that workhorse back. 91, 92 speed, that range.
All right.
And then he holds the ball. He's got good truck, good elusive. Okay. And then to add Johnny Manziel. What's Johnny Manziel going to get, 80 speed, 82 speed, 81?
84.
Around that. I was surprised with EJ Manuel got 84.
Buccaneers?
That would be a good squad.
Pretty good
squad.
All right, we're getting some good questions, some good comments here about this. So let us know what you think with your comments here about Johnny
the Broncos.
Manziel.
That would be nice.
That would be clutch, but that's unlikely.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but it's unlikely. All right, here we go. We'll take a look at one more play here. We got some good questions still rolling in from the chat, but let's venture through one more play I want to share from the Packers playbook. Let's take a look. So one other route I want to say that a lot of people are forgetting about this season is the comeback route. Now,
my gosh, yeah.
You have some stock comeback routes on a play like Packers comebacks, obviously. But I want to show you that it can kind of get to if your opponent's playing zone coverage, it can drop pretty nicely. Now, the problem with the comeback route is that it takes too long to develop. It takes a real long time to develop it downfield. If I put Finley and I put Lacey out there, there's a decent chance that a pass rush could get in my way before I was ready to throw it and Polamalu dropped on the ball. But if I'm throwing the comeback route, my biggest concern is that I block, one of these two players. Like he got blocked, got an initial move. By the time he's starting to break, you want to throw it before he breaks, but that route's still going, and it makes it for a tough throw. But you can get this comeback route to some pretty tender spots on the field. So what I would do in this situation, I maybe throw Finley to the flat, see if he can suck some stuff down, some zones down, and then you're going to have Lacey stay in and block. Hopefully that'll give you enough time downfield that you didn't have before. Bang, fit it in. So where you saw, Polamalu drop in that situation earlier in the play, you're going to get Gibbs, rushing in. You're going to get this flat zone to get occupied by Finley pretty nicely. Rodgers going to start to throw it before.
Yeah.
And it's going to be pretty
I like
nice.
it better against man. I think it's better.
Yeah? All right, give me some man-to-man coverage.
I think it's just a better read against man-to-man.
I feel like it can take too long, but...
It can take too long, but here's the thing. I'll show you one thing why it's pretty good. So why I like it against man. So number one, you can throw it when it breaks here in like a sideline pass.
Throw it early?
Throw it kind of late. Like when he's breaking, throw it to the sideline. Like
after the cut.
Like you want to throw this at like 5 o'clock.
Am I throwing it at the 25-yard line or at the 50?
When he makes the cut. When he makes his cut,
his final cut.
Like when he cuts and then he's starting to come backwards.
Got it.
Like here and then yes.
Yeah, right there.
Right. That's where it's like really, really good.
Yeah.
But let me show you a special little secret where it's even better.
Yes.
All right. So
I'm thinking you're going to throw it right away. No?
You're going to see what I'm going to do.
I'm intrigued.
This is very, very good. It's really good from single back because you get the ball out pretty quick.
You want some man-to-man.
Man-to-man. Basically what you just do here is you put on the comeback. You can smart route it if you want. But it's going to get no press, and then it can kind of like a click on.
Right.
Risky because you obviously have the catch tackles. But what I'm looking for here is to get inside the defender. I'm not getting a very good drop
Throw
back
right
with
away?
the quarterback for some reason.
Might be a certain play or something.
Let me just change it to this right here. So I want like that. Like I'm not getting what I need here. I get inside like you were getting with that other fade, right? I'm I need to get inside. Let me try the left side. So here we go.
He beat him, yeah.
Like that's what I'm looking for right there. I'm looking for that.
Right.
And it doesn't work as well not arming in shotgun because you can't get rid of the ball as quick. But I'm looking for that, like right there.
He's beating that guy.
Yeah,
That's nice. That's nice.
Right.
All right, guys. We're reading in the chat here. I know there's some people out there that want to take on SGibs. Who would love to pound SGibs in a game of Madden right now? If you have Xbox One, head over to the Patriots lobby. We're going to get into the game of the weeks tonight. We're too excited for the draft tomorrow. We got, remember, that MUT content coming out tomorrow night, so we'll be streaming. Make sure with all those cards come out, you get to see them here first. Hit that follow button, bottom left-hand corner. The next thing we're going to do, play the game of the week, and then I'm going to play a final game of the week with MUT. So you're going to see some just straight-up head-to-head gameplay with certain teams. Let us know who you want to see in the chat. We'll use random teams, and then we'll play a MUT game as well. So lots of action still coming up here on This Week in Madden, but make sure you hit that follow and get in that Xbox One lobby, Patriots lobby, Xbox One head-to-head.
If you want to get a chance to beat me, let's go. Random death?
Yep.
What's he doing?
He's using the Bills?
You got to do random death, right?
At this point,
ready?
yes.
Saints.
You're going to pick the Saints. Bengals. You
Dun.
love the Bengals. You love the Bengals.
Dun, 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 dun.
So shout out to Kraelo. We are going to play on MUT later. And we would already be playing in about 5 minutes, but since it took us 20 minutes to get a game, we'll be playing in about 25 minutes.
All right.
So here we go. Got SGibs with the Bengals taking on his opponent with the Buffalo Bills. Do you know who you're playing against?
No clue. Nikki 21G.
Nikki G21, quite possibly. Gibbs going to come out in a read option style play. Got Josh Johnson in the game, going to hand off left to Gio Bernard. Picks up 2 off the edge. Tackled by Leotis McKelvin on the play. Gibbs going to go hurry up. He likes that gun wide trips to come out in, I think. Got gun bunch here. Gibbs runs the gun bunch like a master. If you notice, though, his gun bunch has the halfback on the right rather than the left, but he motions him over, hits the flat for a nice gain of 6 yards. 3rd and 3 here. You'll take that pass to open up the underneath.
You take the overlay off, Farls?
Yes. What's interesting about that is
third long where you only have like 3 or 4 plays you can go to.
You have a nice first down run there by Gibbs. So in MUT, the flat zone's going to play a little bit, get down a little bit faster, maybe take a good spin to avoid the hit up the middle, 11-yard gain. Gibbs definitely has his opponent on his heels here. He's coming out with a fast-paced game plan. It's not something I like to do, but it works for SGibs, so more power to him. Here he's got an audible down to a run and got to hit it pretty quick for another big gain. Try and hurdle into traffic. I don't personally recommend it, but once again, I'm not coaching Gibbs today. So that's
especially on the offensive side. That's another.
I mean, if you're giving me the interior of the field here like this, I mean, you just gotta.
Yeah, I mean, is your opponent audibling? You always do your little scouting report after a couple plays. What are you seeing?
He's not really in a.
He's not making some adjustments.
Spot. That was dumb. That was dumb.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense at time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
After running it, it's 2nd down.
Once again, here in the chat on This Week in Madden, this is the Game of the Week portion. SGibs playing with the Bengals here. Going to get a game in head-to-head. Z Farls will come on and play next against Kraelo in Madden Ultimate Team. Got a lot of good guys in the chat. Make sure you guys hit the follow button, bottom left-hand corner. We'll be streaming for the MUT draft tomorrow night. There's the NFL draft going on, so we'll be streaming some of the new MUT players. So right on this channel tomorrow night. But that's what we're up to. Gibbs coming out here, rocking a nice first drive. Hasn't hit a big play or anything, but he's going to run a QB power with Josh Johnson. The edge was there, but the block not sealed by the receiver. So Emax thinking that if Gibbs keeps running the no huddle, he might fall. And I agree, but Bills definitely have some good hit power, but Gibbs has done a decent job not taking too many big hits so far in the game. There's nothing proven that no huddle will make you fumble. I know a lot of people think that. That's a theory that you can have. Who knows, though? Who knows if it's fatigue and stamina will really make you fumble. I don't know. I do not know the answer.
This play you see a lot in the NFL now.
Sully, I think the draft players will be coming out tomorrow night, is my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'll confirm. And I'll be tweeting about that MUT draft on this account if you guys follow me there. So.
Always a good job to pick up some yards.
So, ooh, Gio out for the game.
Gio lost for the match?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Do you have another option besides Ben Jarvis?
So here he's taking away the inside run, which now I have to check down to a quick audible to get into a spot. It's real quick, but now I'm in a situation where I would like the strong power here.
Running to the left side.
So pick me up 3 yards.
Shout out to Vizo in the chat, looking for the best running back, 150K or below. Gibbs was chirping up the Jamal Charles 98 edition. I think it's a playoff edition. He really, really, really likes that card.
Just for the value, it's great.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the
Who doesn't love the value there?
Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
Now Gibbs down in the red zone, first and goal, so he has 3 plays to get in. Picks up a nice run to the edge. That's a really nice scheme. Is this a custom book?
Custom. Start to the Chiefs base and then work in my main runs there because I know how good the strong power is, but I also know how effective that trio offset inside zone is, and they work very well together. Quick
Is that
audibles.
the same one from the Seattle playbook?
Yes.
Guys, so that trio offset run, you can find that in the Seattle playbook. You can run pistol, trip, strong power. So if you're looking for 2 good run plays, Seattle playbook, pistol, trip, strong power. You can audible to the trio offset, inside zone, run outside, run inside. It works. It doesn't work. I want it to work better than it does. It's still very good. But like for some reason, whenever I use a Seattle book, I can never put up the same amount of points as I can with other books. Even though it has good 5 wide, it's got single back ace, half back zone weak. It's got those 2 runs that I really like. There's something missing, and I don't know what it is, but it's definitely a top 5 playbook, top 6 or 7 playbook with those plays. But I haven't been getting the results with it that I have with like the Niners playbook in MUT, or the Panthers playbook in MUT, or the St. Louis Rams playbook in MUT.
So 2 wide set. I'm a
0-1
little
traps
worried.
in the Philly book. I do like the Philly book.
The Bills in the pistol. First and 10.
Gotta get out. I gotta.
On the handoff.
That was so. I was not on my user defender. That's where that hurt me right there.
It's a nice run that time off tackle. And listen, this is a bread and butter play in the NFL. It's about power running. Can your offensive tackle make the block to free up that running back?
And another good run there. A little off. Looks like an off tackle run from that full house.
The NFL is about situations.
So he's going to go with the hurry up offense. Buffalo Bills.
First down was, gets it there, and he moves
Triple.
those chains.
Backfield here, pistol full house. Nice leak route. I love those plays.
Real good because it extra blocker. Real nice play.
Extra blocker. Throw one of your lead guys out into the flat. Swing it to a wheel behind him. Pick up a block. It's like a makeshift screen that can really help beat the right style of defense.
Second down coming up.
Philly has some of the best shotgun runs in the game, but
Running back gets it on the handoff.
Oh, nice jukies there, guy.
How impressive was that?
That was nice.
good work. Good work.
15 minutes down.
If you're in the chat and you're playing SGibs, tell us who you are.
I think it's Nikki G21 or something.
I don't think it's General Grudge. I'm not sure if it's Budweiser. Once again, if you're on the PS4, your MUT collectibles are different than Xbox One, which is me and Hot Shugs, but the PS4, I think BU Tweezy is playing in the Madden Invitational, the MUT Invitational. So make sure to ask him if you think he's going to win. I don't know who his opponent is, but I'm looking forward to meeting him down there. Maybe if he wins and I win, we can do a grand final next gen. I would be willing to play on PS4.
Well, the quarterback's got to see this blitz when it's coming. And if he checks to an audible to get rid of the football
it's not Budweiser Beast. Sorry about that, bud.
Protection, that will help him a lot.
Tried.
Johnson's in the slot. Third down at 14.
Lob.
Yeah, you know what happened?
What happened? Your guys didn't get down in time.
They did.
From
Yeah.
you showed blitz.
No, I didn't show blitz. I was in 2-man under. I don't know if I'll have to look at the thing.
We also have I'm Rose Bowl in the chat. He is on 360, taking on Little Harbin. So looking forward to meeting him in Orlando as well.
I look forward to meeting you all.
Orlando, my home, sweet home.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
All right. Crazy Sticks wants to know, is Z-Farls better than SGibs?
He actually said SGibs.
Pretty much, yeah.
No,
I mean, might have lost to him 2 times 2 weeks ago on the Game of the Week, but I did beat him 2 times before that.
So the reason that worked for him, my guy didn't. He like ran over to press him, but wasn't lined up with him right away. So unfortunately, that sucks.
That is a bummer. You got 3 minutes and 25 seconds left on offense, Gibbs. What is your goal for this drive? So if you're new to the game, you're thinking, you know, he's got the ball with 3 minutes, 25 seconds left, 80 yards to go. Is that enough time? Is that too much time? Is he running it? Should he pass it? Like, is he going to go hurry up? What is your thoughts? You must score. What you should be thinking right now, if this is you playing Madden right now, I must score. I must score with less than 15 seconds left in the half. I must score a touchdown.
2nd and 11.
That should be your goal. Your goal number 2 should be not to throw an interception. Your opponent runs back for a touchdown. That would be your second goal. Number 3, get a field goal with less than with no time left.
Yeah.
Those are your 3 goals on that drive because you don't want him to have the extra possession. Now Gibbs got
the Bills with an extra point try on the way.
What happened on that pass?
I didn't get. I think I might have had. I need to throw that at like 3 o'clock, and I think I probably threw it around like 1 o'clock.
Yep.
That like pass angle didn't allow me to
slow down a little bit. The game. I feel like it was like slow.
I don't know. Just not what I wanted, obviously.
But here's the good news: as long as you get a drive, score, tie game. That does flip the game on its head, though. So another small, subtle thing about Madden that happens, right? SGibs was just in position to put a commanding game position on his opponent, where if Gibbs scores a touchdown there with less than 10 seconds, like we talked about, if Gibbs scores a touchdown with less than 15 seconds left, he's up 7 points. So when his opponent gets the ball in the second half, he has to score a touchdown just to tie the game, and then Gibbs is going to have a shot at a drive with only a few minutes left in the game, and then the game's tied, so all he has to do is get a field goal. So his opponent has to stop him, hold him to a field goal, or get the ball back right away. Whereas now Gibbs can score and tie the game, but now his opponent is going to get the ball after the half. If his opponent scores, then Gibbs is going to feel like he has to score.
A lot changed.
Even if he holds his opponent to a field goal on the next drive, it would be 17-14. And then Gibbs has to score a touchdown, so the field goal range isn't good enough. And that's the stressors, the little things like, what's the worst thing that could happen right now? What's the best thing that could happen? What's the true game situation? And those are small things you pick up that really change what happens. That's why you got to go up 2 possessions.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. Looking at every option.
Gibbs with a nice pass to the sticks.
And now they'll be on the other side of the 50.
Smart route, blocked a bunch of players. He didn't rush too many there. If I'm Gibbs, I take it to the 2.
No, I wanted one play.
Did you have somebody open you were targeting? Or?
I just wanted one. I wanted one shot.
First down, following the long play.
Nice screen. So a great play by SGibs there. If you don't know what he did there, he called a screen pass. His opponent covered the screen, so the screen was not going to work because the opponent covered it. But what Gibbs did is he had a slant coming back across the middle, was patient, super patient, hit the slant. Most new players right there would just either throw the screen, possibly get tackled or intercepted, or just lose yards. Where Gibbs had a backup plan, read it, said, okay, it's not open. I'm going to throw the slant, and picked up a nice gain. So that's huge. And picks up 8 there. Tick-tock, Gibbs. Tick-tock, please. Tick-tock, please. Please, relax. Gibbs got to run this clock down, in my opinion. I know he's moving, he's got to come on his heels, but, you know, now it's 3rd and inches. He's still got 3 timeouts.
Still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards. Loading up with extra defensive backs in the dime. They hand it off to him again.
Neutron, when somebody's blitzing you and it seems like everything's open, target the flats. The flats are going to be the first place that they're going to open up against the blitz. Second place is like the seams to the tight end. Try and put 3 receivers on one side. Gibbs scores. But here's the thing, little stressors, guys. Little stressors that we talk about. 50-something seconds left. His opponent has 3 timeouts. His opponent should get a field goal. His opponent should get a field goal. He'll be up 17-14 and get ball at half. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Gibbs to get one of these 2 stops. You never know. Against a weaker opponent, you can maybe pick this guy and get 3. But against a good opponent, these are the small things.
He's got good use control. He's like had some nice little cuts, little jukes. Like
these are the small things though that are huge, and they're all about game planning. They're not about what plays you call, what teams you use. They're all about how you manage the game. Very important. June Cab, if you want a playmaker receiver, L2, and then the right stick. L trigger on Xbox and the right stick. I'm Z Farls. I'm sitting over to the right.
I got receiver in the slot. First down and 10.
The handoff, running behind the tackle. Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time.
But I was
stopping the outside run for a little gain.
You are watching This Week in Madden, show 123, hanging out, kicking it live. Got another game coming up for you after this one. But this one is going to be a good battle. 2nd and 10. Gibbs going with the hybrid coverage. Notice he's got the tight end manned up. Look at that tight end. He comes across the middle at all. He will get picked up. Great flow of that play. Gibbs did a good job covering it. Roll. So that play concept, a lot of receivers coming from the left to the right. He worked with it. Gibbs did a good job using it, and his opponent eventually ran out of space to the sideline, able to pick up some yardage. Or able to force him to throw the ball away. Daddy Thug, we definitely play people in the chat. We're playing a guy right now, randomly in the lobby. I got a game next on Mutt, but hit me up. I got all 4 systems. Play Mutt streams all during the week. Just hit the follow button, be in here sometimes, and we can play something.
Standing back in the shotgun, ready for the
snap.
Verts.
So I like that route concept. If you notice what
he was a little late. He wanted to come back across, but I dropped in.
Yeah, the opponent put 2 streaks, and then he had a in route by the far left receiver who was going to get to the sticks. Going for it on 21. Play the game right here, folks. Very foolish in my opinion. I don't know what he's doing. I don't recommend this. But 21 yards to go, Gibbs can bring heavy pressure. Gibbs can really blitz his opponent here, force him to throw the ball or get sacked. Like this guy's going to have to throw the ball within 1.5 seconds here.
Looking to the right side and throwing.
And it was a prayer. Now Gibbs is going to get 7.
That's the dumbest thing. Just never do that.
Do you know why
anyone watching?
Do you know why that frustrates me?
Because that's what people think is good. That's the dumb. Like I'm no offense to the guy, but that's just dumb. Like maybe he's trying to win a game, like he's just having fun. But like if you want to win a game, you can't do that.
Here's why I get upset about that. Because that is
There's so much wrong with that.
When people complain about Madden players and Madden Online players, which is us, all the people in the chat, when people complain about us because we're too good at this game, because we watch a show about Madden every week, and we practice the game, and we run different playbooks, and we like football. We get busted for that by saying we don't play realistic, which is not even true. But people will say, well, they go for it on 4th down. Everybody in the chat should have punted the ball right there. You should have punted the ball.
Everybody.
Everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're 8 years old and you're on a sugar high. You should punt the ball. That guy's got to punt the ball there.
Got to punt the ball.
Crazy.
4th and 21?
Crazy.
What?
And then you end up finding somebody that quits.
And here's what I also do.
That
like,
frustrates people.
In a situation where someone would go for that, I'm thinking, oh, he thinks he has a play for this. So I sent one extra guy.
Right.
I was like, okay, you can maybe you're going to block 7 power block and you're going to be able to pick up the original pressure, but I'm going to send 8 so I know I'm getting one free.
Right.
Like no matter what, even if you block 7.
Right.
For people there too, like 4th and 21, I'm going to take my chances of sending 8 and only having 3 in coverage and say I'm going to win that battle. But people are like, oh, he's got the nano blitzes. So I sent 8 people.
He had a free touchdown. So now if you're this guy, you were up 7. You tied the game. You were going to get ball in half. All you had to do was punt there. Now he has to score on his next drive just to be tied, and then Gibbs can come down, kick a field goal to get the win. So now this game where this guy was in control, no matter what Gibbs did, he could only tie the game, and then you're going to get a drive to just get 3. Now he has to get a drive to score a touchdown. And Gibbs is the person who's going to only get a drive that needs 3 to win. So it's one of those subtle plays that, I mean, not even subtle, it's just a stupid play that changes completely how you change the game. So when people say, oh, well, you go for it on 4th and 21, you're not, that's dumb. Like, I would never go for that. I would not tell anybody ever to go for that. I think that was foolish. And I called it before, he obviously didn't get it.
You most likely are just going to lead him
AJ
into
Shoot to Kill wants to know if I should pick Z Farls in the coin up for 15K. Yes. You should pick me, AJ Shoot Kill, because I will fight so hard for your coins. I will take it with pride to play for your honor. If I do lose, if you send me a picture of that you picked me, I'll put you on a list, and somebody that picked me but lost will get a random. I'll do a random card giveaway because I'll feel really bad if I lose. I don't even care if I win. I just don't want to lose it for you guys that put your faith in me. Once again, I will say Hoshug's very good player, but I'm going to do everything I can to be ready to win that game for the invitation. Thank you for choosing me. Vote for me on Tuesday.
That was very nice, Farls.
I will be playing a mutt game in a few minutes, so you can check out my skills. Kind of like
offense lines up here,
so you can see me stream, see what I do. See if you like my style. If you don't like me, you can pick the other guy.
He'll be brought down, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, it was a nice throw by the quarterback that time to get just
Shug's
enough
a great
yards
player,
to pick up the first down.
Yep, I think I'm going to play Kraelo in Mutt, unless he's not around. He's got a 99 overall team. Very good team by Kraelo. Big fan of his work. So I'll be playing him in the Mutt game.
At the line for the first down.
I love what Kraelo does for the community. If you guys are big fans of the Madden community, he's somebody you want to get to know. Just loves playing the game. Good Mutt player. Good guy hanging out with streams. If you behave like him, you'll go far in this community.
Wolfman in the chat.
Wolfman.
Wolfman's in Hawaii.
You want to look underneath or right down the middle.
Hit me up, Muttman. I'll play in a game sometime. I'm gonna stream tomorrow night, Mutt Draft. So if you guys do want to play me in a game, I'll be playing on Xbox One tomorrow. So hit the follow button on the channel. I'll be streaming the Mutt Draft, so I'll be hopefully getting some of those Mutt cards that I can show off and let you guys see how they play and beat you guys with that.
Manuals back in shotgun formation. Spillers there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Good job by the receiver that time, getting that extra couple yards.
Mutt,
gets a first
you need
down.
to have.
They are marching. Let's see how the defense.
You can have good
reacts.
players, but you can still stink.
I don't think he can hit this though. 60-yarder.
With his kicker.
This is a long field goal.
I think they've got a kicker pretty good.
If you
leg.
Alabama this guy, I
think he's got a pretty good leg.
Pay you $100 if you Auburn this kid.
He hit it.
The kick is good.
Well, when you have folks like this guy,
So it should have been 14, 17. Now all of a sudden this guy.
I gave him the easiest route over the middle. Like,
You mad at yourself?
yeah. Like, he was pigeonholed onto one route, and I just, like, let him throw it. Like,
You let him off the hook?
just done.
Setting up the return. Gets out past
Even after the Mud Invitational, I do want to play BU Tweezy in a game. I mean, if he's one of the best PS4 players, or Gibbs has a decent PS4 team, I'm sure it's not up to BU Tweezy's level, but yeah, we can definitely play him sometime. Definitely want to support, any competitive players in the community, especially if they're playing in the Mud Invitational. Looking forward to meeting everybody down at EA. If you guys want me to talk to those guys, I can
lined up in a single back formation. They hand it off to the running back.
So now Gibbs' opponent down 4 with the ball after half. If he scores a touchdown here, he'll be up 3. Then Gibbs just needs a field goal to tie. So pretty easy. Touchdown to win. So if you're Gibbs, you're still in really good position right here. He's got to score a touchdown. He can't kick another field goal. And then all you would need is a field goal, possibly a touchdown for the win. So you like your position. Whereas if you're the opponent, man, even if it's
great play, SGibs. No.
We barely stop him. This is a spot where if you're him, go for it. Like if this 4th and inches and he doesn't get it, I don't care. You can go for it on 4th and inches. I'll never fault you for that. But 4th and 21 with 20 seconds left in the half is silly.
The quarterback is coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a third
good corner.
time.
Very ballsy.
A little bit of a risky play for 4th and inches. You probably don't need to do that, but it worked.
It worked, so.
He did have a buzz, but he didn't.
I had a buzz, yeah.
That was a 3rd down play, yeah.
All right, he audibles here usually to the right.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 1st and 10.
I think a lot of people out in the Muck community,
the tackle is made at the 40-yard line.
One thing I do want to see is people not get frustrated if they lose to a 99 team. If you play somebody who's 99 and they're good.
Someone has the KC offense.
Like if you lose to a 99 team and they're a good player, don't just say, "Oh, he only beat me because he's 99." If you beat a 99 because he stinks, you should be happy about that. But not every player that has 99 is good, and you don't need to be good by having 99
or outside. Usually, this is the first running play.
True, very true.
Every team puts in their
if he wasn't 99, I would have beat him. Would you? Would you have? Maybe, maybe not. And there's a lot of good players that have, like Gibbs does not have a 99 team. I'm pretty sure he could beat some 99s. Yeah, especially from what I saw.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a.
But it's fun. That's what makes it fun.
Nice job by the offense.
If you use the Jaguars, they're
kind of
in the
makes
70s. You could beat the Seahawks.
Right. All right, this is definitely he usually runs in buck sweep
here after the run. Halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Locked up.
Swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense.
That's your fault in the house.
There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that.
I mean, if you play a guy that's 95 overall and he's got the Walter Payton, he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off, and then all of a sudden he quits, that's frustrating.
Not much the offense can do in a situation.
But there's really not a lot I've ran into on Mutt that I'm like, wow, that was unfair. I couldn't stop that. Or that was cheesy. Like, they're really just not there because I know what tools I have in the game to stop that stuff, and I'll put in the time to be like, all right, if somebody's doing this to me or that to me, I know I can shut it down.
3rd down and 11. Looking for a receiver.
Good route. Oh, good hits. Dick.
Why does that keep happening to me?
Is that 4th down?
3rd and 11.
I really liked his route.
Good route.
Quick note there. Gibbs, what do you think?
What?
If you got the hit stick, but if that was Mutt, does that player break down on the ball faster? Maybe swat it. Potentially. Who knows?
Maybe.
That's going to be zone coverage, play rack, pursuit. That was a great play, though, by that player. Good hit stick. Fortunately, couldn't recover the ball. Some players just have it. SGibs did not appear to have it.
I don't have it when it comes to fumbles. I just don't.
Fumble luck is tough, though.
Marching down the field and taking their time. right where it had to be.
Can the defense make a stop? They bent a lot here in this drive. They had the offense backed up. They let them march down the field. Now you're in the red zone. Make the right call and stop them.
And it's Reggie Nelson in on that last play.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
What a drive this has been. Jackson's going to take the handoff now. They break through, tackle him behind the line.
Don't commentate in front of me?
I'm getting ready to set the scene here.
Oh.
It's looking like it could be SGibs down 3.
You must change the play. Don't waste one in the NFL. You don't get enough chances as it is, and that one lost yards.
Let's see, though. 3rd and 7. Very interesting run call on 3rd and 7. Gets the block pushed outside. Is he going to cut it up? He went with the spin. Awkward sea turtles. 4th and 3.
Offense lines up here. From the gun.
Let's see. Good heat. Good heat.
Coming up as they fail to pick up the first down on 4th down.
Gibbs with a big defensive stand there. I really like the pressure he brought. Passive.
First down on the way.
Hate what I'm doing here.
QB power in his own zone. A hit or miss run.
Love what I did there.
He hits it. A little bit risky. Get out of bounds.
Love what I did there. I hated it because I had the lead, just big momentum spot, and then what if I fumble? Like that's why I didn't like it. I liked the read. The read was there.
If the read's there, though, you got to trust
once
the read.
I did it, I was like, ah.
Do you got to trust the read?
Right.
The quarter is about to end. One more play first.
So you're going with Pearman over Law Firm in the 4th quarter with no time left on the clock.
We'll return after this message and a word from your local station.
Because you're dumb, or because you just don't like
Pearman's been playing for him.
Do you just do the opposite of everything that?
The chains after that last run.
Like,
to the ground now on first
what if he puts one on the turf?
So be it. Guy's gotten 10 carries for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a first down.
Guy's just been a workhorse
It
for me.
sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other
big
things for your
carry.
offense.
Good job covering up the rock. Gibbs using RB or R1 once he got through the hole to cover up the ball. You don't want to use that too early because it only lasts for like a second or two, but
to stop these runs right up the middle.
It does help. Slows you down a little bit, so it worked out for
now
Gibbs
they're
there.
in the red zone. Let's see if they come up with a play that fools the defense.
Predator. If you follow on Twitter, the Mutt, EA Sports Mutt, they'll let you know when the invitation goes live. Gibbs trying to get that QB power read here off the edge. Gets a seal here, fumbles, and
all right, I'll take it. I'll take that fumble. Everyone's hurt. Everyone, did my guy just get hurt all the time?
Just ran it with Josh Johnson after complaining earlier that he would fumble. Fumbles.
Now after picking up the first on the ground.
Interesting.
They feed the ball again.
Nice, you just got 2 guys blocked on one.
Duh, that's the name of the game right there.
I feel like if you're this guy,
that's tough 2 plays to stop. Try to stop.
Can I make another note?
You?
Samsung note?
Yeah.
I'd like to make another note here. If Gibbs' opponent had simply kicked a field goal, he would be down 20-28 right now.
It's huge.
He could still tie the game.
Right. Now it's 2 scores. He's got to stop.
Now he's got to get
score.
Moved.
Stop me.
Now he's got to get moved. So another bad decision in the game management part for SGibs' opponent.
Realistically, he hasn't played bad. He's thrown the game away because of his clock management. Fair?
Correct.
He hasn't done anything.
Right. He earned a pick 6. That's great. I mean, you get 1 stop in this game.
He's moved the ball well on offense.
Nice. You've picked up yards on offense. I mean, yeah, he got stopped maybe twice, but he could have had 3 on 1 and he should have punted the other. Don't actually know who SGibs is playing. Might be
the Bengals come out and
that G21 guy, Nicky G21 maybe.
Every time he's been running that.
Notice he's got the tight end manned up.
First and 10. Play action.
Like that. That's the tight end manned up. Took it away for that spot.
Throws to the
Pick.
right. The Bills now move the chain.
Interesting.
It's always
But,
good
yeah,
when your
tight end
quarterback
taken away.
is able to deceive the defense with good play action fakes. That's what did it that time. Look at the quarterback.
Emax, the prophecy has been confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he was going to, I mean, how many QB powers can you run with Josh Johnson before you do?
They spotted at the
Right,
42.
right.
I get that Emax, like it didn't appear that way, but the other guy fumbled. He didn't really run as much. Fumbles are a part of football. Injuries are a huge part of football too. Like when you watch your team on Sunday, dudes get injured and dudes fumble. Like it's frustrating. Nobody wants it to happen to them, but
Gonna take off with it.
I don't know what you pick. Great
Ooh,
pick
I might pitch this.
by Vontez. Perfect.
By SGibs. Thank you.
He used it.
Yeah.
I might say that was the perfect play.
Sat right on.
And they got the hands of
This guy's close. He's close to getting over the cusp of like he's like
This guy could be a really good player.
he needs to mash a couple more things.
Right. This guy could be a very solid player.
Might if he's on that safety, he might get Kobe.
First and 10. Quarterback drops back. Play action.
Yeah,
Kobe?
he's about to get Kobe.
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 Got him, coach.
Has the catch.
So that's been a read that I've seen. I saw that second quarter, right? He started moving that safety down, and every time he was kind of moving that safety down, he was either usering him, and I actually thought he was going to be using him there. It looks like he just put him on a buzz zone or a hook. And that read earlier in the game is what made the play there, right? Which every time I saw that he was on that safety, he took him out of the play, which to me says, okay, a deep vertical might be open here.
So you set that play up
Yes.
hours ago, and you kind of knew,
Right.
like before.
I had the read was if he moved that safety from the 3 or 4 other times he's done it during the game, that means the safety's not going to be part of the equation on this play. And I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. It's like a guess. It's like, okay, put him on a street. If it's open, I'm going to him. If it's not, I have a drag and another a high-low read over the top of him.
Right.
For safety.
Anybody have a Devin Hester in Mutt? That's good.
The Bengals lined up.
A nice Devin Hester card.
First and 10.
I have Trinidad Holiday kick returner and a Deshaun Jackson kick returner, but I can never figure out who's
Well, when
good.
you keep chipping away with these short
Like who I
throws,
should go for.
sooner or later that defense
Thoughts-
is going to
thoughts on that, fans?
And when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. Quarterback taking the snap from the shotgun. Complete.
Ooh. Okay, SGibs, tell me how you feel about this.
What a nice catch by the
Ready?
receiver. Getting past
You're in
the yard
5th grade.
markers, makes the catch
Okay.
and gets the first down.
You're sitting at your house. Your mom's like, do you want to have a friend over today? You're like, yeah, I want to have a friend over today. All right, pick a friend to have over.
Goodwin's lined up
Let's
in
have
the
Bob
slot.
come over.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
I just get hit by my own play.
But
Yeah.
if Bob lives too far away to ride his bike,
Yeah.
you got to go pick him up. Or he's got to get dropped off. Oh, Bob's mom's going to drop him off.
Yeah.
So you're hanging out with Bob. You guys play video games, blah, blah, blah.
The referee caught him in the neutral zone.
Can Bob's then like Bob? You're gonna eat dinner. All right, we gotta bring Bob home. Can Bob stay for dinner? Blah blah blah. You gotta drop. Your mom has to bring Bob home,
First down, following
but
the
you don't
penalty.
ride in the car. Ride home. You stay at your house. And then Bob's gotta ride alone with your mom in the car. Awkward? Not awkward. You know what I mean? Remember that back in the day?
Great
To the
play, come
right
on.
side.
Got him. Nice run by Manuel.
Breaks the long one for the touchdown.
So mad at myself.
What's worse, having to ride in a car with your friend's mom and your friend doesn't go for the car ride home to drop you off after you hang out, or getting beat by EJ Manuel on like a 60-yard read option when you chase him down with a faster player, but he didn't catch up to him?
That.
What's more awkward?
When you're chasing down the faster player.
So you don't mind riding home and your friend doesn't go with you on the ride. Do you remember that though? Like, I gotta go drop him off.
Yeah.
A lot of dynamics.
Yeah.
When you used to have to hang out with your friends.
When you were younger?
It's much easier when you get your license.
Yeah. Awkward sea turtle.
I don't know if anybody in the chat understands what I was just trying to say, but
That's a face mask.
it was a real thing.
Yeah.
It's me, BZ has no idea.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
like you got your friend hanging out at your house, your mom's like, all right, I got to bring him home, and you're like, I'm not going for the ride, then. So it's awkward.
First and 10, handoff.
You're so awkward.
You're a bad friend if you do that.
If you don't go with them. What you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible friend.
Terrible.
You should be going with them, but you're not.
Right.
Second and 5. Going off tackle here.
I think my mom used to make me go, 'cause she probably doesn't want to ride alone either.
A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Teflon.
Nickel formation here for the defense. Staying on the ground.
Pierman just doing work.
There's the offense.
Doing things that the other pyramids won't do.
This one's over if you just want to quit out.
That's an excellent job.
Oh,
Just
it's
getting
unranked.
enough
No,
yardage
it's
to get the
definitely over.
first
You're up
down.
11.
Nope.
Move those
You can
chains
run
and
QB
keep
power,
this
so you
offense
fumble.
going.
First down here.
Yeah, no one man should have all that QB power.
And he'll go to the left.
I feel like they definitely make him fumble a little bit more in QB powers, like QB runs. Like,
And he did it well.
here's what I didn't like from playing here is
Makes a tackle on the run.
I don't see a lot of defensive flexibility from him.
Yeah.
like-
What's he playing? A lot of man?
Two man under every play.
Gonna take
Two
the
man under's
snap
good,
from
but
the shotgun.
It's
mix it
good,
up.
but you got to
mix
be
it up.
able to
You
something
gotta mix it
else.
up. And you got to make adjustments too. Like, you know, if you're getting crushed up the middle,
It's
run.
right, and he's just left it there every time.
Right. Maybe he wants you to do that. Maybe
See
not.
what they do on this third down.
Like here, he's trying to do something different here, which is good. But
Plus, you also run hurry up, and you kind of make people do that.
do I?
Yeah. Like-
Down is picked up.
Well,
Yeah.
even though they have a lead here, it's late in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter. You still got to be unpredictable.
You want a 40 burger,
Keep
Gibbs?
the defense on edge.
Me?
As I always say,
Yeah.
make the defense
Yeah.
react and not attack. So make them guess what plays.
So now he's in zone. So my read here, I think he's in zone. I'm going to streak that tight end there, that A route. If it's in zone, I can kind of put it. Hook zone dropped, so I couldn't throw the streak.
Receiver coming across the field on a drag route.
So now he's switching it up, but like
Quarterback wasn't too far in front that time.
Now they'll try over again on second down.
See, we better stop whistling though, because if we put this video on YouTube, I don't want to get it taken down for copyright infringement. Because that was exactly Game of Thrones. Like that couldn't have been any more non-Game of
For
Thrones.
an open receiver on the right. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
When a defense is down, it's in the fourth quarter. You got to be a little more aggressive
Hot.
than that. You just
Hot.
I think we kind of harmonized, to be honest.
Yeah.
Dunk it. They give up a short pass that time.
First down here after the completion.
I think he's in zone again, so let's see if we can get that A route. He wants the A. He wants the A.
Away from the pressure.
Nice play.
That
A
was
little
pretty-
risky because that
pretty
could be a
good,
bad
yeah.
throw. That could be a bad throw. Are you trying to score a TD or not?
Yeah.
What about that fade route? Do you have a play that has that
He's
fade?
able to
That we showed?
slip out of
No,
it
but I got something
and
else.
complete the pass.
Here's what I
Well,
love. Some
size is a
like
talent,
GSU
there's
Eagle.
no doubt. He
He
is
knew
one
we were
big
doing Game of
dude,
Thrones. He said
so
finally
he
caught up
breaks
on
a
Game
lot
of
of
Thrones.
tackles, and he showed us there.
That's your fault, so that's nothing like Game of Thrones. But here's what I think. Some people are like, you gotta stop whistling. Like some people in the chat really hate whistling, but some people, nobody probably likes it.
Looking to go deep, but it's incomplete. Outstanding coverage on the deep throw, forcing the incompletion.
That's why he's one of the best in the league. He's aggressive. He can take away short passes, but also has the speed and the ability to get back there and knock down those deep ones too.
Peace out, Teflon NYC Reppin' Don. Very specific username, but I like it.
We're going for it, kid.
I don't believe the Mud Invitational is open to the public.
I don't believe what I just saw.
But if you guys are down there, hit me up. So we'll be around the area.
Jesus!
For a sack.
Game over.
That was quarters, I think, 2 men under from 137.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you. And
Chick Liddell in the house.
Crayola says he doesn't even know how to
I
whistle.
wish I could say the same that I enjoyed.
He doesn't know how to
spending
whistle.
these last 3 hours with
Some people
you.
don't.
That's just not the case.
It's tough.
But no, just kidding. Of course, nice.
All right.
They got to feel.
I
good
cannot
about
blow
what they've
bubbles.
done And, celebrate a little tonight.
You can't blow bubbles.
You can't ride a bicycle, and I can't blow
I can
bubbles.
ride a bike.
I've never seen you ride a bike.
Me?
Ever.
I'll ride a bike tonight if you need me to.
You'll ride a bike tonight.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Do you have a bike?
No, I don't.
Because you can't ride one.
I can ride a bike.
Dude, don't feel bad that you can't ride a bike. Like,
This is like the time when you said that I make yogurt because I had a beard.
you make homemade yogurt.
No, I don't.
SGibs, every morning,
No.
wakes up, makes little yogurt cultures, stirs them, puts them in his own jars and stuff. Brings it in for lunch sometimes. I'm like, what is that?
Who did I play? Neutron? Good game? Johnny Neutron? Good game, man. Use that playbook. Why would you use that playbook?
Seattle?
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to make a video to show people that it's a good playbook. Even though I've used it 30 times. 30 times I've
why
tried to
haven't you
record a
made?
video.
Why don't you just use?
Same brand?
Yeah.
It's not that cool, I guess.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Oh, but yeah, because you're playing Mutt, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it's because you're playing Mutt.
All right, let's take a look real quick at Kraelo's team. Pretty sure he has a great team. Randall Cunningham. Should I do fake names again so people freak out?
Yeah, start over though.
All right, here we go. Ronnie Cunningham, Jim Elway, Sean Lekla, and Mike Prada. That's his QBs. All right, I don't know what position that is. We got Tim Thomas, Earl Dickerson, Mike Lynch, Donnie Sproles. Decent halfbacks there. All right, at the fullback, it's going to be Freddie Harris and then Bob Miller. All right, not bad. Here we're going to go with Big Bill Finrin, Donnie Bryan, Alex Brown, and Dick Baldwin. Not bad. Jim Jones. Ballin at wide receiver. All right. Then we got Mark Ditka, Reggie Gronkowski up at the tight end position with Dave Penn backing him up. All right. Nice little team there. Nice little squad here. Jimmy Watt, Johnny Thomas. And then you got John Peppers at the right end
Johnny
position.
Peppers.
You got Mo Green at D tackle, not bad. Victor Miller right at left outside backer. And then Lon Kuechly right in the middle of the defense. Reggie Lewis backing him up. Peter Posluszny in the middle. Lester Taylor at right outside backer, not bad. Josh Hayden, Chris Woodson, Paul Peterson. And then you got Damon Rogers Cromartie.
Ooh.
Fourth CB, not bad.
Thaddeus Gibson.
Not a bad squad.
Jeremy Bird.
Rob Woodson. Andy Roll.
Alexander Roll.
Alexander Roll, not a bad player.
Wow.
But you don't even know the names of the players. How are you in this tournament?
Andy Roll.
You don't even know the names of these players.
My favorite one so far was when you were doing LaShawn McCoy. Lester McCoy.
Lester. John Lester.
John.
McCoy.
John Peppers. That was a good one too.
People get so mad. Yo, guy, you don't even know the names of the players. How are you in this tournament? It's kind of funny, though. It's kind of funny because people like Skill Game think it's not funny.
So many people get so angry on you in those YouTube videos.
That's very disrespectful to the legends of the game. You don't know their names. That's not okay.
Yeah. And then some guy was like, how could this guy even be in this tournament when he doesn't even know the names of some of the greatest players ever?
It's harder to read the names wrong, to be totally honest.
What did you just call Penn? Donnie Penn, or was it?
Dave Penn.
Dick Penn.
Dave Penn.
Oh, Dave.
Dick Rogers Cromartie.
Dick Rogers Cromartie.
Of the New York Giants. See, like right now, I could sub in Dick Penn, Dave Penn. So here's what I do usually with this. I usually sub in Dave Penn, and then I got his twin brother here, Dick Penn. And I'll do that.
Albert Roll. Reginald Woodson. That was a good one, T-Dog. See you, Teflon Don. Dude, don't worry about harassing. I'm not even joking. I wasn't mad at all. I was not mad at you. I was mad at the system. Not you. Not you, bro. Not you.
Good tackle there. So I tried to go up the middle. He gave me the middle on that run, but it just wasn't there. And in Mutt, you can't audible, so I didn't feel like I could go back and hit it.
Dick Rogers. Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. Earl Thomas.
All right, question. Do you think Earl Thomas is upset that, like, that RB route is so much better on Mutt because of his route running.
Is it though?
Fact.
He got super open right there. He usually doesn't get that open.
To get just enough yards to pick up the first down.
This is a formation I'll run sometimes. Can't confirm if it's actually good or not.
What is it?
I form.
The toss?
I form, or excuse me, strong, tight pair,
Toss.
stretch. It's my second favorite formation in the game, named after a fruit. With jumbo pair being my favorite. Tight pair being my second. Like here, he's really overplaying that. So I'm going to pretend to playmaker. He's going to go that way.
Pretty good. Why is he so fast?
Did you just see Marcel Reese, though?
Did you see how fast Charles seemed?
Good handoff. It's like a good handoff angle. They have a stretch.
Yeah.
They got a toss.
And get some tough running yards.
Marcel Reese just massive, buddy. Massive.
Mark Reese. You know what that might work for? Would that work for your toss thing you do? Have you tried the sweep, like flip it? Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it?
Real quick.
Try it. Try it right now.
The
Try from here, yeah,
toss.
because it's kind of like a tight set. It's the halfback toss. Try it.
It's not going to work.
It might. Try it.
See the fullback's block
Yeah,
angle,
but
though? Like,
try it. It's a good experiment time right now.
I'm kind of in the middle of a game here.
Flip it quick.
I reset it.
First down here
Watch it, flip
after
it.
the run.
Yeah, kind of good, right? Now do it. Now run it and flip it quick.
I don't want your life, SGibs.
I don't want your
It's not gonna
life.
be there right now.
So now he's got to improvise. You got to do the Z file improvise.
We're just going to come right at you.
Like this.
Second and 5 here. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. And
Like, these formations are harder to stop than you think. Like, nobody actually calls them, but they're kind of
Boy,
good.
after watching that long run, I'm winded. That was a nice job by the running back. Good job up front, sustaining the blocks. Offense got to be happy with that.
Because they're harder to stop because people don't normally run them, right?
Right. It's
Like so, like
it's
he
obscure.
doesn't. You don't really know what to fully anticipate.
Right, like, if you see strong close, like, I generally know what you're going to do.
Right.
Whereas, like, that, it's like, ugh, this guy's terrible. Who runs plays out of this? And then it's like, yeah, it's kind of a decent run. Whatever. What are you going to do?
Right.
It's a Geo.
I like that the Kraelo's thing is about that action.
Yeah.
About that action, boss.
plenty of defensive backs out on the field.
2-man under looks like.
Yeah. 3 down line.
Second and 6. Going to take off with a
Pick.
He's looking to the right.
Wish you could.
Bad play by me. Just over.
Felt like you wanted the tight end, and you're like, oh, he's open. Then he was covered. Like,
Yeah, I was looking at the drag was open, but he kind of ran shallow.
Quarters against that is typically sometimes a bad matchup because the far right guy that should be covering the halfback there switches off.
Right.
Boom.
This will be the 8th
nice.
play of this
Streak.
drive. 3rd and 6.
Pretty good little play. That's
Very nice route, dude. You used that so much last game that.
that's what I used against Skoma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SGibs played ScoMo last week,
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and
It's a nice play. It's got great flow.
You just use that play, single back ace. You can run it. Like, it's just got a lot going on. You can really mix it up.
Simple. It's like a simple way to play. You know, if the run's there, it's like a run read option.
Because I don't want to run my best plays right now because I know Daddy Thugs is scouting me because he wants to play me coming up. So I got to be ready to play him. I don't want to give away my best stuff.
Daddy Thug, he's scouting.
Scouting me, bro.
Oh, I love Tick Tick Boom. I love that Ogletree outside linebacker. The playoff version, real good item. I feel like I want to see you get more into this the set you're trying to go to.
Nah, there's no good runs.
Hit B, go back down that one.
It's this one, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Especially if you run out of time on the
Well,
play clock.
definitely if you use Ronald Jackson. Halfback base is a pretty good run too.
Tight.
Snap.
After the long gain,
You know, guys, hey, real talk. I want you guys to go back and watch, rewind there and go back. You know, we always say you have 7 seconds as soon as you pick your play. That's the minimum amount of time you have to snap the ball. That was the perfect example.
That's why I do that, because otherwise I have to take a timeout there.
Right.
Because could it be my bag of jeans, my goatee?
So if the play clock's winding down and you have 6 seconds, you're not going to get the play off. You just physically cannot snap it quick enough.
Primetime KCS says, being scouted.
You're being scouted.
They feed him the ball again.
Get in though.
Here's the thing. I think that some of these people might not know.
It doesn't matter.
There's nothing we haven't seen. In their lifetime, nothing we haven't seen.
Like, you can scout me, that's fine.
Right.
If I play a flawless game.
Right. Same thing with Shugs. Shugs plays a flawless game. There's nothing you can do
I'm
about
in
that.
deep trouble if that happens.
Like sometimes you play a game and you're like, I played perfectly, but there's nothing I could have done to win. Like, because like it was like we both played perfect, but he capitalized, he scored at the very end, and he won. Like sometimes you have games like that. Like you get 3 possessions, he gets 4, and he wins on the final possession.
I hope you play my. I hope I play my best game. If I execute, it's gonna be hard to stop me.
Right.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I imagine and Shugs feels the same exact way.
Right. I've seen his O. If he executes it, he makes
and
good reads.
He's a good player, too.
Right.
You know he's going to make good reads.
He's going to make good reads. He's going to make good adjustments.
I think here's the one thing I'll say compared to your previous opponents. I don't think he's going to be flustered in the moment.
Right.
And I also don't think that he's going to make some poor decisions that you face in your previous opponents. Like, do you feel as though some of your previous games, like they went for it on silly 4th downs?
No, I mean,
I do.
My first opponent he went for it on 4th and 2, and I feel like
tough time in the game though.
Tough 4th.
He was probably feeling it.
He kind of got it though.
But here's the thing.
Nearly picked it up.
Maybe just the way I play, I feel like that wasn't. I feel like I wouldn't resort to that for 2 yards.
Right.
Like I need something that I'm like gonna feel a little more confident that's gonna get me 2 yards.
Right. He threw a pick on the second pass of the game. So that's tough. Like, tough way to get going.
Right.
You know, and like I get it. Like I saw who he was going for. His guy stopped his route, but that happens.
I gotta agree. I probably myself in a game like that, if I'm feeling it, I got the off ball first. I'm probably gonna go for it.
It worked. It was the right call. He just got tackled.
I'm probably gonna go for it on that spot. So I agree with you there.
All right. So I'm gonna come out in 3-4 solid trio sky zone and just see what he does. Remember, I ran down. Look how much clock I wasted in this game already. He's in so close, so I gotta know what to be ready for. So, we're already at the 2-minute warning, so I did a really good job slowing down the game.
Farls Emax says he has won many games with no stops, and he scores in the last possession.
Right.
He didn't say this, but that's very much like you.
I hope to get a stop, though. I usually get a stop, though, to be honest. I'm not just saying.
You're pretty good at taking away. Like, something you're better at than I am is, like, you make a better, quick feel. Like I want to call it a feel adjustment, not right there, though.
Uh-oh.
He's going to get it there. Like, you make a better feel adjustment than I would. Like, I'm not.
Dude,
I'm
I
not
ran commit on 4th and 2.
Right, I'm not comfortable doing that, though. Like, I wouldn't do that.
Did I do that in my second game?
Second game.
Crazy. Ridiculous.
See, that, like, you have better feel when it comes to that, like, in the moment.
Right.
Where I just, like, don't. I'm more of, like, the robot. Like,
I didn't give him that pass play there. Kind of weak.
Yeah. I was for sure thought a toss. Come back!
Oh, wanted it.
I'm not joking you. I just cracked my back by screaming like that.
I wanted that right there.
When you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the
back
offensive
ace.
side.
I like.
You got that
Big.
Ultra Banana Man. I will tell you, I don't think there's a problem with doing the drag to the tight end and the slant to the outside. I like the change of pace, but I don't like how quickly the drag to the tight end. If you put the tight end on a drag,
rip it loose.
out.
Be dark.
If you put the tight end on a drag, that route goes away. Like, the development of when you can throw it goes away pretty quick. So, like, the timing and your rhythm isn't as good. Whereas, like, you can throw the slant to the tight end later in the play. Whereas, like, the drag, like, as soon as he kind of crosses the face of the quarterback, it becomes a read that you can no longer throw for positive yards. Force. Oh!
Did the whole screen and life shake right there for anybody
kind of
else?
like twisted.
They fumble, but they recover it and maintain possession.
Likes to target over the middle.
He didn't do a good job that
I know what I can do here. I just got to make a couple adjustments.
First down by the offense. So look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering.
Take away the quick lead.
Teammates on. Keep
In
us
the
on
middle.
the sideline a little longer.
Now drop off. Love it.
Get there.
That was a fabulous play. Ooh.
I didn't mind that throw, but it definitely, I'm willing to give that because I had the deeps in there. See, I disagree with Emax. Emax says Z Farls is more of an NFL player and Gibbs is more of a Madden player. Because Gibbs knows more about the schemes that I run than I do about them myself. So he knows how to break it down. He knows exactly what's happening. He knows all the reads, all the defenses, all the adjustments.
Right.
Like a real person. So, yeah, you can say that it's Madden, but it's more complicated than just that.
Right.
It's from thousands. It's literally from thousands of hours in the lab.
Correct.
Like, it's not just, doesn't happen overnight. It's pretty complicated.
Makes the catch, takes the big hit, and holds on.
Very complicated. Much more complicated than.
Holy shnikes. Go, baby.
Go, big fella.
So here's all I wanted. I either want to score a touchdown with less than 10 seconds, or I want to kick a field goal. I'm already close to range of a field goal. It would be really, really, really clutch. Because then I go up 2 scores, he gets ball. Blah, blah, blah.
Prime time. I will run
Can't turn the ball over.
the wide trail, compliment Z spot, if I know I'm getting a heavy dose of short underneath zones.
Running away from the pressure.
Got out of bounds. At this point in the game, I'm going to try a run.
Yeah.
See if I can hit a big run to get down there. I got 3 timeouts. I don't want to risk passing the ball. Not that it's risky. Like, I can get it done, but why not just...
Yeah, so Emax came back and he said I think what he meant to say was...
Yeah, I don't think he meant it badly,
Farls is more like a run the ball early, like set the tempo style player. And then I come out just looking to pass the ball, gas him up. See, now that's a different football philosophy.
Yeah.
Like that's like there's some teams that are like that. Like there's some defensive teams that are like, okay, we're gonna send pressure at the quarterback early. If they can handle it, we'll stop. If they can't handle it, we'll back off. Same thing with like passing. Like obviously you see like the Brock. Like here's the thing, I want to pass, but I think what I've improved on over the years is I take more so than I ever have, especially this year. I take that you give me. Like that last game I just played, I ran the ball 17 times with Cedric Pierman.
Used to be a huge dictator of, I'm going to dictate what my opponent can and can't do. He's not going to tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do, Mom.
I still am, though. I still do that.
Really just got to look out for a screen pass right here is what I'm looking out for.
Will I use spot shake?
Could be cornerback, too.
Look here on defense.
Bench.
Scrambling now.
Nice little peel up. I don't know if we playmaker in them or if we just went that way.
The Steelers.
And he's about that action, boss.
Who's the quarterback?
With only one.
Ronnie Cunningham.
It's a nice quarterback. When I run spot shake, really if you're going to run the Saints playbook, like if spot shake is good, my only beef is that...
Is that the Finneran?
Might be, yeah, he's got Finn.
Get the real Finn? Will the real Brian Finneran please stand up?
Here on first down. Escaping the pressure.
Bench again? Handle?
Notice how I took that corner out away?
On the open side of the field.
On the open side.
Because you know that's a tendency to throw it there because it's going to get into more space, correct?
AOB. Do I think putting tight ends at wide receiver is cheap?
Why?
No.
Why would you think that? Have you not...
It's mutt. And
what? No,
there's cards for that. And
not even cards. It's real life.
Jimmy Graham's not a wide receiver. Jared Cook's not a wide receiver.
Right.
They're better at run blocking.
What was... Time out. What was Jimmy Graham's biggest beef this offseason about his contract?
Didn't
that
get
he
paid
played
like
that he played more snaps as a wide receiver than a tight end. So therefore, if you're going to salary or franchise tag him, that you should pay him wide receiver money.
Deep tight end. Good point by Primetime KCS. Tight ends never getting beat deep. Like they're like it's what team is that? The Niners. They don't have any speed. Is he only going to try and run the ball and go for 3?
One more snap
Play action.
in halftime.
He's got no timeouts. Play action. Funny business route, right? Gotta be.
I'm willing to let him run it.
6 seconds. He has time to get out of the pocket. Who was that guy? Who chased him down like that?
John Randall is a freak in this game.
Yeah.
Remember when he used to be on the sidelines barking? I'm John Randall.
That war paint.
He is nuts in this game. He's so good. Worth every penny. Kraelo's dog is losing it over here. That's not good.
Kraelo's dog?
Yeah. Guys, reminder, Mutt Draft is going on tomorrow night, so a lot of new Mutt content coming out. We will be playing Mutt tomorrow night, so follow the channel, bottom left-hand corner, and when we go live, you'll know, and we'll be checking out those new cards as they get released into the game. So if you want to see the rookies first look, hit us up tomorrow night.
I know you like to think you're Go.
How about that hit stick earlier?
Shook the field.
Pop City, son. That is the new, yeah, that's the real Randall, I think.
Well, the real Randall, please stand up.
And that's why he was tackled.
Right, Emacs. A lot of people thought that, though, about the run game, and then they invented the West Coast passing game. You get short, quick passes. Now you got teams running, you know, combo plays that have screens built in, bubble screens if that's not there. So a lot of quick things you can do with audibles to really, like, oh, Darren Sproles just trucked Sean Taylor?
Yeah. That's some change of pace there by Kraelo. Emacs, so here's the thing. I would agree with you to a certain extent. I feel more confident passing. I think that's just where at the point where my game is evolved. And I think that is also true for many Madden players. I think that people feel more comfortable running the ball because it's easier to do. Like exactly what you said. There's less variable of what could happen, right? You got to literally, if you look at the outcomes of any situation, like if you run the ball, what's an outcome of running the ball? You run it and fall forward, right? That's one outcome. You run it and you drop the ball, the other team picks it up, right? So you have two outcomes of running the ball, right? If you pass, what are the outcomes? I could throw an incomplete pass, that's one, right? I could throw a completed pass, that's two. I could throw an interception, that's four, or that's three. So there's three different outcomes, and then two of those outcomes are bad. That makes sense? So there's more, that's why I'm agreeing with you. Like, there's more bad outcomes to passing than there are to running. That's why I think that's like an original. That's like an original philosophy of the run game itself. Is that if you run the ball, you minimize risk, which is absolutely true. But I also think that there's risk reward in football. There's risk reward in football. There's risk reward in Madden.
There's risk reward in life.
And if you pass the ball, your risk goes up, but your reward goes up as well. So
had a real shot to hit that run. If you guys didn't see, Dr. Sproles, paging Dr. Sproles, busted a pretty big truck move on Sean Taylor, and it was pretty aggressive. But we almost had a chance to break one, and now we're back in the game.
Right. BU Tweezy is exactly right. With that, there are three things that can happen when you throw the ball, and two of them are bad. Fact. But I just think
Sean Payton,
right. But I think that passing the ball, you have a higher reward. So it's here's the thing, guys. There's no wrong way to play the game. If you believe in running the ball and controlling the clock, do it. There's no I've played some of the best Madden players I've ever played have been guys that run the ball. Right? Run the ball, play good defense. Perfect example of that.
You want to play good defense whether you pass or not.
Right, but I'm saying problem. Right? He has said that when he was winning all his Madden challenges in all his big tournaments, until the last one that he won, by the way, what you just did almost was awesome. What his game plan was, I'm just going to run the ball and I know I have great defense. Control the clock, make sure I don't have turnovers, try to put up a couple points, and then win with my defense. There's no reason you can't just play that way. There's no in a lot of ways, I think you play that way, Farls. I'm trying to introduce you to these power plays because I think that they help you when you need it. Here's the thing: when you need to pass, you need to pass.
Right.
Unfortunately, you need
well,
when you're beat, you're beat. When
you look at Joe Hayden, coverage.
Yeah.
Pretty good. When you look at
strictly on the quarterback. When you make bad decisions, I don't
the
care how good
Seahawks
you can throw
and the
football.
Niners, when the Niners get a lead on people, when the Niners go up 10-0 in a game, 10-0 in a game, it's really hard for teams to keep running the ball against them and not want to pass. And then when they do pass, the Niners tee off. So a lead is a huge thing in a game because then you make the other team one-dimensional. Happens all the time.
Right. Happens in Madden too. How many times do we say this all the time, right? Like, the beginning of a game, when we for the majority of people that we play, what's going to happen is this: it's going to be close in the beginning of the game because they're going to get their first possession and like we get a feel for what they're doing, right? Usually they can probably score a field goal or touchdown there. Then once we start seeing how they want to move the ball, we then now clamp down and take away those options that they want. Then once we're going to probably be scoring, and once we get to a point where now we are, have a 10-point lead, 14-point lead, they can no longer stay in like that base running set, and then they're forced to just pass in every down. And then once they're forced to pass every down, that's when you know you got them. Like, they're in trouble at that point, big time trouble.
2nd and 1. Expect a run.
Halfback off tackle, right?
2nd down.
Maybe could be
If
play
he's smart, he would. I like that.
Flipped it. I had to play deep now with this cat.
So what I was gonna say is, if it was 2nd and 1, I'd love to see streak to like those inside receivers.
Right, because he can.
For like a big game, for a big game.
Nice job, Jim, by the offensive coordinator, just mixing the plays up.
Oh, is that the third?
It's the UL thing. So he has Marshawn Lynch, Sproles, the UL third.
It's just what it says it is. You're going to read the tackle's block and decide whether you're going to go inside.
Now he's got another 2nd and 1.
Usually, this is the first running play every team puts in their offense when they go to training camp.
Z Farls versus Kraelo, up 7, but he's driving. He's going to try and pick up the first down. Picks up in. Nope.
Nothing fancy about that, but it's a good run. Gets the first down.
Everybody is okay. Man, he doesn't have the top end speed.
First down here after the run.
So here you know that he doesn't really have a very good audible situation. So like I just kind of sell out on this right here.
Right.
Like you kind of know he can't really go do much, so you kind of just like sell out. I like your setup that you have that right here.
He's going to probably try and throw deep to Finneran, but I think Sherman can get there.
Play action. Ooh, nice route combos. Good route combos because that you had the deep zones and you ran an in on the far left and a corner to the right. Good route combos.
And that's another completion by him.
So do you like how he's changing it up here a little bit and then going back to his bread and butter? What's this? No way. Off tackle that way.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. It's a 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff out of the strong.
That's big. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they gave him forward progress. Or
That Thurman looks like a good
runs
running
pretty hard. Yeah.
That was a good job by the outside linebacker.
So he throws over the middle here.
Stopping the outside run for a little gain.
He brings it in here, and he's got it first. You talk about controlling the flow of the game.
I sneezed. Excuse me.
First down, and the drive
Come on.
Yeah, why
First
not?
down.
The defense,
Did I not call that? Heat still got in. So here's the difference.
It's a terrible job.
Blitzed. I say he's going to throw over the middle. He saw that I covered the middle. He waited. That's usually when the sack comes. The sack didn't come right away. He avoided it. And it was
This
tough.
game is closing in on a finish, and the defense can make one play and basically
Even
end the
though
game.
you need a golden calculator to divide.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. I would rather face someone that ran the ball all game and I struggled to stop them compared to someone that...
He's like really good at passing.
And I'm not talking about strong power, like run the ball. Like, that's not like a good running scheme. Like I'm talking good running scheme is like when we ran strong close with the counter, the dive, and the off tackle and the quick toss. Like, that's like a real running scheme. Like, you can attack all the gaps. You read the gap. You read the alignment of the formation. You read where the extra defender is. Then you take that run, and then you hope you win the blocking battle. Like, that's like a real good running scheme that it doesn't really exist right now in next gen. Next gen is just like kind of based on those power runs, which is like the strong powers, right?
This long drive
But I would rather face that because like I feel like I can maybe get a hit stick opposed to a good... Like, when you face a good passing, someone that can pass the ball well, it's not fun. It's not fun. Like, I feel like it's not a lot of fun to play in the game. With all respect, I'm a very good passer. Stop it. That's the therm? Is that the therm? He seems like low to the ground.
2 for 2 run commits. 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Even though you need a golden calculator to divide.
Well, when he gets this late in the game, it just comes down to...
So now tie ball game, kid. 1 minute to go. How do you feel about this game right now? Should you let it slip?
Yeah, I feel like if I had gotten the Sproles thing hurts, but turnover, obviously can't do that, and
the Sproles
just didn't,
First down, offense readying for the snap. Jamal Charles.
Whoop. Oh, you're gone. See ya.
I don't want to go.
You do want to go.
I don't want to go though.
Yes, you do.
I don't want to.
Just get in the end zone and play defense, you baby.
See, right there, in my opinion, you stop at the 7.
That's
No, you stop at the 20.
Who does that though in real football?
Real people. Then you force them to use his 3 timeouts. Kick the field goal. It's all over but the crying. But SGibs' way is get in the end zone.
Score. Never take points off the score.
Yeah, you put 3 on you and you win.
No.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Giants ready to kick it away.
Literally, that's how it works.
Disagree. Don't like that at all.
He'll have a chance to take off. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19.
4QF, son.
4QF? It's kind of a real thing.
Here's the thing. Do I go with... I feel like he still wants to run it, though. He's got time.
Yeah, we got like 3 really effective ways to stop strong power on...
We got a beginner way. We got an advanced way.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They give it to the back. And he's
Like, I have to give him that, right? Like, he got 2 yards. I got to go quarters. That's fine. Even though you need a golden calculator. I'll take that Emax. I'd take that. Plus, I can still get him to use his timeouts.
The Steelers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with. Escaping the pressure.
Oh, don't throw that.
He threw it. Oh! He's driving.
So many times we see quarterbacks get in this position, they get out of trouble, but they're so terrible throwing the football on the run, they can't take advantage of the fact that
Does Z-Farls play good in the fourth quarter or something?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Duh.
There is something weird about you in the fourth quarter.
It's real life, son.
When did it, honestly though, when did it happen?
I don't know. It used to be first round Farls.
Yeah, he used to be first round Farls.
Now I'm fourth quarter.
Now he's first fourth quarter Farls.
That's how it works. Like, should I get that guy out of there?
I wouldn't use a control someone.
Throw that.
Like, you should use your guy in the halfback, in my opinion.
What's he doing?
Because he needs to go deep.
Right. I'll let him throw it deep.
Yeah.
I have Deion Sanders.
Okay.
Richard Sherman. They will back me up, son. Let's go. Who's the dude that was throwing the deep route against me? To like it was like an angled streak. Remember, he got behind me like twice.
No.
It might have been Scomo. I don't know. It's like
Yeah, Brian Westbrook stopped short of the goal line.
the gasoline.
Yeah.
So did Maurice Jones-Drew. Cost me fantasy points.
And they always talk about that on like SportsCenter the next day. Like,
It's so cool.
oh, can you believe it? Everyone that played fantasy football is so upset right now. No, I disagree with that strategy. You score the points and win and go from there.
But
Here's
now
the thing.
he could go for 2 if he scores.
Stop him.
So, end the game. It's not stopping him. It's ending the game.
Here's the thing. He could take 3 timeouts, get the ball back.
With 15 seconds left?
No, he could have stopped the clock. There was a minute to go, 56
He would have had
seconds.
to take one right there. He would have had to take one right there. Kneel on first, kneel on second, kneel on third. Clock ticks down 40 seconds on third down. It's down to 15 seconds. A kickoff, lock up. Don't let him get a field goal. He has no timeouts. Much better position.
Okay, I don't hate that. I was
this.
thinking the opposite. He was going to have a minute.
You know what, Gibbs? You know what, Gibbs? You weren't thinking.
No, I would have.
That's a pick.
Here's the thing. 15. Give him 15. I was thinking that he was going to have a minute with no timeouts to go down, which a minute is more than enough time to win the game.
I'm going to let him run.
Quit being greedy. Stay in your rush
Carolina.
lanes and don't let the quarterback get out. Right where it had to be.
What is happening?
I don't know. Do you go zone here? Man. Or do you blitz? I think I blitz. End the game with a sack. How do you guys feel about ending the game with a sack right here? I feel pretty good about it.
Haha. B.U. Tweezy said, so Farls, you want to play a 3-quarter game? Ha! He's running wide trail, by the way.
That's fine.
Wide trail.
Go right over the middle.
Most likely be the last of the game.
Sack!
End the game with a sack!
Woo! Is that why you lift all them weights? Is that why you have to have a blitz like that in your back pocket?
Game.
Because it wins you ball games.
Like,
that won you the game.
Won me the game. And like I knew time-wise what it was. Look where I'm using. I come down. He blocked the halfback.
Too much gas.
I sent an extra guy. I'm all over this tight end route.
Love his route combos.
I'm just sitting, waiting, wishing. By the time it gets there, sack. Nom 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 nom.
I like the route combo over the middle of the field, and he did run wide trail.
Yeah. 12 seconds. Great call. No one was in the formations. How did Charles 77-yard TD? Look at Donnie Penn right there.
Dick Penn?
Right there. Look at this juke though.
Good juke here.
Got two guys.
Ooh.
Did he click on there? No, just got a bad breakdown.
Oh, I think he clicked on the last guy and then got sucked into the breakdown.
Let's just take a look at Darren Sproles eviscerating
Dick Sproles?
Sean Taylor.
This is a... Oh! Oh! Hey, Sean Taylor. Hey, 99 hit power. Sean Taylor, how do you like it?
He broke down. I clicked on as he was breaking down, so he had no momentum. I think is what happened.
Who knows?
Like right here, I'm not on, but he's breaking down to go for the tackle. I click on, he gets flat-footed. Lunges, but he doesn't have any speed.
Thanks for playing, Kraelo.
Thank you, Craig. One other play was that hit stick fumble. Let me see if I can.
Like first quarter, or screen shook?
Yeah.
A lot of rushes.
I ran the ball. I'm going to guess it's the 4-yard rush by Brian Finneran, because that seems unlikely.
That was?
This is what I needed. I needed this, Sean Taylor.
Oh, he picked it up, yeah.
Yeah. All right, that does it for this week in Madden. Show 123. Until tomorrow night's MUT draft, guys.
Also, we're gonna be traveling coming up soon. So we might not always be streaming live. We will notify you. Just stay tuned on like Twitter and stuff. But whenever we get a chance to stream, we will stream. Maybe it will just be a couple games, but we will be still streaming throughout this traveling period.
Yes, that's up for the upcoming weeks. But we'll be streaming tomorrow. MUT draft, getting the new cards. We will be ready for the MUT Invitational next week, so be ready to watch that. That'll be on the EA channel, but you'll see it. So check that out. And until next time,